Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome back to TV Days Drama Digest, your go-to source for all the latest twists, turns, and jaw-dropping moments from the world of Salem. If you're a longtime follower of the show, then you know that Days of Our Lives has a way of keeping things fresh and exciting even after decades on the air. With that being said, today we have some incredibly exciting news to share with all of you. A brand new character is stepping into Salem, and this one is sure to shake things up in ways you won't see coming. Intrigued? Well, you should be, because this is a development you won't want to miss. TV Days Drama Digest is thrilled to announce the debut of Chadwick Hobson as the one and only Kevin Lambert. That's right. After years away from the canvas, Kevin is back, and with him comes a whole new level of drama that's bound to keep us all glued to our screens. If you're wondering who Kevin is and why his return matters so much, you've come to the right place. In this article, we'll be diving deep into the world of Kevin Lambert, what his return means for the Days of Our Lives storyline, and the dramatic role he'll play in the life-or-death situation unfolding for Bo Brady. Kevin Lambert's history in Salem. A brief recap. Let's rewind for a moment and talk about the character of Kevin Lambert. Kevin was first introduced to Days of Our Lives in 2001, and from the moment he appeared on screen, he became an instant character of intrigue. Originally portrayed by actor Brett Lawrence, Kevin quickly became a memorable part of the Days universe. He was later portrayed by Robert Benvenisti until 2002, when the character was written out of the show. For years, fans of Days wondered whether Kevin would ever make a return, as his departure left a gap in the lives of those who had grown attached to him. Now, fast forward to the present, and the answer is finally here. Kevin Lambert is back. Enter Chadwick Hobson, an actor whose talent has been showcased in several roles, including his memorable appearance in Days of Our Lives, Last Blast Reunion from 2019 to 2020. This Peacock miniseries brought together the class of 2002 from Salem High, giving fans the opportunity to relive the magic of that iconic era. Hobson's portrayal in that series helped reintroduce the characters to a new generation of fans, and it set the stage for his return to Days of Our Lives. Now, Hobson is back, bringing a new level of intensity and intrigue to the role of Kevin Lambert. A dangerous plot. Kevin's return in the midst of Bo's crisis. Kevin's return could not come at a more critical time. Days of Our Lives fans know that no one is safe in Salem, and the current storyline is proof of that. Bo Brady, one of the show's most beloved characters, is in dire straits, and his future hangs by a thread. Bo's health is rapidly declining, and his only chance at survival is a life-saving drug called Versavix, a rare and experimental treatment that could save him from the brink of death. However, obtaining the drug is not an easy task, and the stakes are incredibly high. This is where Kevin comes into play. Enter Philip Kyriakis, who finds himself in a desperate situation. Having learned about the existence of Versavix, Philip is determined to do whatever it takes to save his loved one. But in typical Days fashion, nothing is ever straightforward, and when it comes to saving Bo, Philip will stop at nothing, even if it means resorting to drastic measures. Philip seeks out Kevin Lambert, hoping that Kevin will help him pull off a heist to steal the drug from a highly secure lab. With time running out and Bo's life hanging in the balance, Philip has no choice but to turn to Kevin, a character who is no stranger to bending the rules and getting his hands dirty. Kevin, ever the opportunist, agrees to help Philip with the theft. But this is Days of Our Lives, and we all know that things rarely go according to plan. Kevin may have thought he was helping Philip by stealing the vials of Versavix, but little does he know, the consequences of his actions will have far-reaching effects that no one could have predicted. The heist. A high-stakes scheme gone wrong. As the plot unfolds, Kevin successfully steals a tray of Versavix vials from the lab, setting off a series of events that will change the course of the story. However, things take a dramatic turn when Sean and Steve Brady, two other key players in the storyline, hatch their own plan to steal a dose of the drug for Bo. Sean and Steve are also aware that Bo's life is hanging by a thread, and they believe that obtaining Versavix may be the only thing that can save him. When Sean and Steve break into the lab, they expect to find the precious vials of Versavix waiting for them. But what they discover is far worse than they could have imagined. The cabinet door is wide open, and the vials of the miracle drug are nowhere to be found. The panic sets in as they realize that someone else must have stolen the drug before them. What follows is a frantic search for the missing vials, with both Sean and Steve wondering if the drug is truly gone for good. But things only get more complicated when Kevin and Philip enter the picture. With their own plans having gone awry, the two men now face the terrifying reality that the vials they stole may be lost forever. Could the vials have been broken? Stolen by someone else? Or even worse, could the vials have been destroyed in some way that would leave Bo without any hope of survival? The panic escalates, a race against time. The stakes are higher than ever as Kevin and Philip scramble to figure out what went wrong. The ticking clock adds an extra layer of tension, and the characters are faced with the crushing possibility that time is running out for Bo. If the vials have been destroyed or stolen, there may be no hope left. What started as a seemingly simple plan to save a life has now become a nightmare. Kevin, who thought he was helping, starts to panic as he realizes the magnitude of the situation. He may have stolen the drug, but now he must face the consequences of his actions. Philip, too, is consumed with regret as he watches everything spiral out of control. They both know that if they can't get the vials back, if they can't find a solution, Bo's life may be lost. As their plan unravels, they are forced to confront the fact that their desperation to save Bo could ultimately lead to even more destruction and heartache. For Kevin, this could be the ultimate test of his character. Will he rise to the occasion and redeem himself, or will his involvement in the heist lead to further chaos in Salem? The pressure is mounting, and every second counts. The fallout, regret, guilt, and consequences as the events unfold, the fallout from Kevin and Philip's actions begins to take shape. Both men must deal with the consequences of their choices, and they are forced to confront their own guilt. Could there be a way to make things right? Or is it too late to undo the damage they've caused? As the story progresses, Kevin's role in the plot becomes even more critical. His actions have set off a chain reaction that will have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. Whether he becomes a hero or a villain in this high-stakes drama remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: his return has injected Days of Our Lives with a new level of tension and intrigue that will have fans talking for weeks to come. Conclusion. A new chapter in Salem's legacy. Kevin Lambert's return to Days of Our Lives is not just about the character himself, it's about what his presence means for the entire town of Salem. With the stakes higher than ever and Bo's life hanging in the balance, Kevin's involvement in the story has set the stage for a roller coaster of emotions, betrayals, and unexpected twists. His return signals the beginning of a new chapter in Days of Our Lives' history, and the drama is just getting started. As fans eagerly await the next developments, one thing is certain: Days of Our Lives will never be the same with Kevin back in town. The twists, the tension, and the emotional roller coaster are only just beginning, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Will Kevin redeem himself? Or will his actions lead to even more devastation for Bo and the rest of the residents of Salem? Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what happens next. Thank you for joining us at TV Days Drama Digest, and make sure to stay tuned for all the latest updates on Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.